I'm kind of, I'm kind of drinking my chocolate and stuff, warming up. How you going, everyone? Got Robbo and Neil. My chocolate milk. We've got Ghost Scum here. Let's crack the buggery up the top here, so I keep adding more tape. It's cracks have got right down to about here. So
You've been pouring liquid thin CA into it at all, or?
nah, come on, man. Have some faith. No, that's what I use the sticky tape for. It vibrates like crazy because you're using the carbides, and I'm gonna put this drill down there because I can't get this part won't fit in there, and I don't want to make that any thinner, and so I've got this bit of a gap to push down a little bit more, and it's about. Let's see if I can find the mark. It's to there at the moment, so I can go down another half an inch or something. Leave me a little bit of room to take it off.
And is it dry or wet?
Oh, half and half. It was chopped not last summer, but the summer before.
Okay.
So maybe a bit of both still. It's a reasonably thick piece.
Yeah, especially in the middle, it'll still be wet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dusty as hell, but it's to be expected.
The stuff I'm turning at the moment is about 2,000 years old.
Yeah.
And it died back in the 60s. So it's, pretty old and very dry. And I come in, it's a dark red-brown timber. So I come in just looking, just the red dust goes all over you.
Yeah. Well, you can continue. Was that it?
What happened then? That was a weird noise. Silence.
Just I was asking Amber the name of that wood. She's just my message, I think.
Does she remember it?
She's going to have a look now.
Yeah, I wear a one of those fishing type tube scarf things that you can put over your head and then over your nose, so it doesn't get in my hair or my nose or anything. Underneath.
Fishnet stockings, did you say?
No.
Over your head.
You know those things that the fishermen use up north to stop them getting sunburned?
Yeah.
It's basically a big tube, and you push it, you pull it down so the opening's over your face.
Yep.
And then you bring the bottom back up again so it's over your nose.
Okay.
Works really well, actually. And then in summer, you wet it, dunk it in a bucket.
Yep.
And it keeps you cool as well.
Okay. How you going, Amy?
G'day, Amy.
G'day, Amy.
And thank you.
Conifer.
Oh, conifer refers to any pine tree.
Oh, stuff it then. It's just pine then. We just said it was just pine. I don't mind anyway. It's the bark looks very similar to what we went and picked up a couple of weeks ago.
He doesn't know yet, Amy. It's in transport.
Yeah, waiting for the dude to make his mind up whether he wants to deliver it or not.
What are we talking about?
The load of timber.
Pine.
Is it just the one tree, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's 2 skip bins full, it must be a decent size one. All those trees around here are normally like 4 or 5 stories high.
Mm.
Not the ones you see on the beach, you know.
Oh, they're the Norfolk Island pines.
They're normally about that tall around here.
All right. I was going to say it won't be Norfolk Island pine. He's given
No,
away.
I'm just saying height wise.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough.
All right, time to make some sawdust. And sawdust isn't bloody shavings. This wood.
They said, no, everybody can see it. It's the face recognition on the new camera. That's all it is. I haven't got around to resetting it yet.
It's his doctor's keeping an eye on him. Said.
I'll only worry if I see a red dot about there.
Probably takes a photo every 30 seconds and downloads it to the doctor's account.
Yeah.
No, it's just I bought a couple of new cameras over the weekend or late last week.
How much are you looking at for a camera these days?
Depends what you want.
Nearly 400 for
Okay.
All
for
right.
a camcorder.
Can I butt in?
Yep.
Yeah.
I paid $80 for this one that I'm using.
Cool.
Just for the price difference, you know.
Yeah.
No, so all the other cameras that I use are camcorders that I used to use for doing YouTube stuff. So, and they're all HDMI,
Yeah.
and I can't mix up HDMI and USB cameras to be able to change between them. So,
And do you have to have the camera plugged directly into your computer, or how does it actually work?
well, you can get Wi-Fi ones, but these plug straight into the computer via HDMI cable.
Right. Okay. And how does yours work, eh?
His plugs into the computer too as well via a USB port.
Right.
And you got to have a video capture card as well, like a video capture
Right.
doohickey thing.
Oh, well, I might have to give it all a miss still. Stick with chatting in the dark.
I thought you had a SLR camera.
Yeah, I do. Somewhere around here.
Yeah, well, you might be able to use that.
But I've still got to plug it into a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's not so easy with mine, so...
Why? Got USB ports on it.
Actually, no, it doesn't. The new Macs don't have USB ports. They have another port, which you then... a lightning port, which you then get a converter to a USB and then plug into that.
Oh, yeah, trust Macs to be different.
Yep. And so I'll be plugging into that, and then the computer then plugs into the phone. And given how much dust is around what I'm doing, it's a little bit of a worry. But yeah, it's a possibility, I guess. But I guess I could put the computer in the little mini shed beside the lathe, hidden away, so it's at least out of the dust realm.
Yeah.
Run cables through the side of the shed.
And Amy's asked you how everything is up there.
We're all fine. We're not in lockdown. We're still fine. All good.
Did you say, Neil, that you're going to have your computer in another shed?
I've got sheds within my shed. because my turning shed is the big double carport thing that I store my wood in, and then I've got little sheds to store my equipment in, like my chisels and shit. And
There's
so
my
I could.
computer there, look.
Sorry.
Right there. That's my computer right there. See the blue light?
Yeah, well, the stuff I turn's really,
Look.
really old and dusty, so
I don't care how dusty it gets.
yeah, well, my computer would die.
You know what I did? I went to the auctions and bought an old business computer for like $60.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
And then you can get Windows 10 for free off of Microsoft's website. And then you can go to eBay and buy a key for about $10.
okay. Well, I do have 2 old Windows computers here doing nothing.
Yeah.
My son's
Hey, go on.
old gaming computers.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah, grab that. That'll work good. How you going, Darren?
Right, Darren?
Yeah, definitely grab one of those. Then you can get it as dusty as you want. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Well, the only problem is I'd still have to use the Wi-Fi via my phone, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, but yes, to say the least.
Connecting a Windows to a Mac.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard when there's no windows, isn't it? Can't see.
Well, actually, my Mac uses Windows, but it's Windows for Mac.
That went over your head, that one, didn't it?
I should, once I get this silky oak, should be able to send some of that down. That's a good beginner's timber.
Yeah, provided he's not allergic to it.
Oh, true. That is a big factor. Well, not too many people are allergic to the southern silky, but yes, some are. Apart from camphor, it'll be the next most used at our club.
Yeah, Blackwood makes Jay go all funny. Lips swell up. Everything swells up, turns red.
Oh, saves the injections.
Botox, yeah.
All the girls will be coming around to get the same effect. Did you do your demo last night, Robbo?
Yep, certainly did.
Oh, didn't see any links or anything.
You know, they're all over the place. But you're the fourth person that said they never saw it.
Oh, I saw the link last week saying you're going to do it. But normally I get a reminder from YouTube or something saying you're going live.
See you later, Amy.
And yeah, I didn't get any of those, is what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was on. I was surprised you did. I would have thought you'd cancel it because of your lungs. But
Not dead yet.
How'd you go breathing with it though?
No, it's as good as gold. I don't do any sanding or anything at the moment.
Right.
And I use chisels that create dust. Shavings at least, not dust.
Wouldn't make any difference with the timber I'm using. I'm still using the
Justin?
bulk.
Justin's in as well,
Oh.
Jay.
How you going, Justin? Do you want a link to come in?
You're going to have great fun trying to hollow that without an articulated head.
Yeah.
No, he's hiding in the lounge room, Jay, he said.
That's a bent one. There's ones you get that you can actually change the angle.
But it's still better than that. I mean, I can change the angle on the head.
The cutter, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that bit there. Yep.
Yeah, no, I did it last night, Neil. So everybody seemed happy with it. So
That's the main thing. Yeah. I planted a whole heap of tomato seeds today.
Yeah.
Some weird old antique tomato species. And,
That probably didn't do your back any good either.
oh no, I did it all on a table, just into a seed box.
Oh yeah.
And with dunny rolls cut in half and filling them up with propagating mix. And when they're ready to go, about 30 seeds are planted, and there was 2 to 3 seeds per dunny roll, or half dunny
Hello,
roll.
Lawrence. How are you? Lawrence Bajaj is in.
3 to 4 weeks' time, I'll plant them in the ground. So there we go.
How you going, Lawrence?
You can't see the chat, can you, Neil?
No,
Oh, right.
I haven't got my computer up and running as well.
Justin says, yeah, nothing tastes better than homegrown food.
Yeah. Oh, all this year and the end of last year, I was growing these. They're like a little round tomato, but they're a greeny red when they're ripe. And they were pretty good. And I've still got them. I've actually cut the tops off and then planted them in the ground, and they're going already. But on the main trellises, I'm going to grow these big things. I've forgotten the name of them, but they're not the big Russian ones. They're another type. I've just forgotten the name. I'll see if I can find the name. Where is it? Yeah, they're called Cherokee purple tomatoes.
Oh yeah, those Black Russians, they're good yielding tomato, huh?
Yeah. Well, these are similar, but not quite as big.
Do you ever make tomato sauce or like a pasta sauce with the Black Russians?
No, I've never grown them. So
perfect for it, eh?
yeah. I've been using the tamarillos that my neighbour grows to make a chutney. Yep. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
And I also grow my own little bell chilies to make a sweet chili sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Which I was supposed to make tonight, but I'm sitting here on this vid instead.
Oh, go on, get out. Go on.
I also couldn't be bothered sterilising all the bottles. It'll wait till tomorrow.
Can't you do that while you're asleep? Just put them on a low setting or something?
No, it's a chemical sterilisation, so
okay.
You just put them in for 20 minutes and they're done. But the biggest container I've got will only hold. Well, I do have bigger ones, so I guess I could use that one and do it all at once. But my big containers are all full of the dud. What do you call it? The sticks I cast the other day, soaking so I can mush them up and put them on the garden. Yeah, anyway. Everyone's on mute, are they?
No, cinnamon sticks. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's them. That's what I'm trying to talk about, yeah. Bloody brain doesn't work too well. The brain doesn't work, the fucking back doesn't work, knees don't work, hips don't work, bloody hell. Time to shoot the old bastard. I'll get in the queue behind you, eh, Robbo?
Yep.
Do us all at once.
Yeah, I wonder.
Off to the glue factory.
If we get a bulk price.
Yeah. Then do we get a discount? Does everyone get a discount on the glue they make from us?
Yeah, don't know.
Well, nobody uses hide glue anymore, do they?
G'day, Mike. How are you?
How you going, Mike?
Mike's in mid-glue up, so he's only listening. I know that feeling sometimes. There's been a few rude comments sometimes when I've been gluing up things. I've had to answer the phone. What do you want? I'll ring you back.
Those bloody glues, they go off too quick.
Sorry?
They often go off too quick. You don't have time to muck around.
Yeah. I made a bad glue many years ago. I got the wrong glue. And Darren says the Black Russian tomato was almost extinct. When Diggers was a seed savers club, I was given 10 seeds to help try to save them. I got them in very early and sent back over 1 kilogram of seed.
Wow, yeah.
No,
well, I just buy them off eBay now.
Yeah, I ran out of my normal stuff, which is Aquadeer exterior glue that I use for most things.
Yeah.
So I raced into Bunnings. They didn't have any Aquadeer exterior in a 4 or 5 litre container, so I just grabbed what I thought was pretty good. Got home, I got 3 boards glued up, and then they were stuck. I couldn't move them anymore on the biscuits. I was gluing up tabletops. So I decided it might be prudent to read the can, Robbo. So I read the plastic bottle. Open time, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
It was Sika Bond. Bloody
Yep.
good glue, but geez, I tell you what, a fast set time.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately,
I had to slice them open and get them out.
my bottle of Type Bond 3 went off the other day, and it was only 6 months old, which surprised me. Must have got old stock.
Yeah, well, I must admit I get annoyed that they don't put the use or the manufacturing date on them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's funny because I got it from Gary Pye, and he'd only just got the shipment in.
Yeah.
So whether there's something wrong with the batch or what, but I felt like bloody taking it back and saying, "What the hell's going on, Gary?" But, I'll have a chat with him next time. But yeah, it's gone all gluggy and no good at all. Have to go buy another bottle.
Hey Sid, you applied for that travel pass yet?
Now that's interesting. Speaking of that, Jay, I read the South Australian page.
Yeah.
And the South Australian page says that if you visit Victoria, you're not allowed back in without quarantining. Or you've got to quarantine.
That's only right now though, because of your lockdown.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying,
Are you in lockdown over there in South Australia?
No.
No,
Oh, okay. Yep.
the Victoria is, so that's why they'd have that classification at the moment.
Yeah.
But
So
the
New
date
South
that I
Wales,
put,
the whole state now.
Yeah. And boy, Jesus, Gladys copping a backlash.
Yeah. But there's just too many stupid people in New South Wales.
Well,
Stupid and pig-headed anyway.
Yeah, could have told her that years ago.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of those stupid ones that are politicians too.
Well. And Darren said, yeah, sad that PVA glue should last 12 months minimum.
Yeah. Oh, look, the last bottle I had was 5 or 6 years without any trouble.
Yeah.
So it
And
did surprise me.
And Sid said that he read the same thing, and the Victoria has just extended for another 7 days. I haven't heard any news today, so. And Lawrence Bagage is, Jay, at what time do you normally demo during the week? So it's been a bit up and down at the moment. I'll let Jay answer that one.
you are in Australia, aren't you, Lawrence? Or not?
No, I don't think he is. I think he's overseas somewhere.
All right, okay. Well, 10:30 in the morning my time, and it's 5 to 8 p.m. here at the moment. If you want to use that as a judge.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to part company and get back to what I was doing.
All right, Neil.
Which wasn't much, just watching TV, but such is life.
Yeah. All right. Catch you later.
Talk to you later. Cheers, guys.
Take it easy.
Bye. And John S. Casting just joined as well.
How you going, John?
No, he's in Malta.
Okay.
I had an idea that he was in Southern Europe somewhere.
Yeah. I'll get you a world time, and you can just type in Adelaide and then your city.
I take it you said about 10 hours ago today, Sid. That he announced that we're in another week. Well, it was on the cards anyway.
There you go. There you go, Lawrence. Try that website out there.
It's 12:30 in the morning over there.
That's the one I use to what time I need to wake up for the Detroit meetings.
Yeah, we won't be joining that one this month, unfortunately. They're not they've got their picnic on.
They were still going to try and have a live too.
Yeah, I know. No, I didn't see that, Darren.
Yeah, not bad. The gooseneck one's going to be bloody hard to get used to though.
What are we talking about now?
Look in the chat.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether you were answering that one or not. Yes, they certainly did, Lawrence. A lot of Italians and Maltese came out here just after the Second World War. It's when pizzas made a splash in Australia when they came out. About the only takeaway food other than fish and chips in Australia then used to be from overseas was chicken. Chinese shops at least. Oh, Darren, we always get a few that are privileged and only look after their own interests. It's unfortunate. It's the same with every bloody thing. I think they should do what they did during the Spanish flu epidemic in 1918. Anybody caught doing the wrong thing was just jailed. I didn't bother reading it out because I see you looking at it. G'day, Tommy.
Yep. How you going, Tommy?
Oh, well, they did change the boundaries, Darren. About 10 years ago, we weren't in the Greater Melbourne area, but they moved it out a fraction because half of Casey, when they changed the boundaries, was inside the Melbourne metropolitan area. So they just go by shires now, or cities. So because we're on the fringe of Casey, we're in the zone.
You're in the zone, man.
Yeah, the zone.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it's not a good zone.
Bloody zone I need to be in a couple of weeks. So we better get their shit together. You're not having fun there, Mike. Doesn't sound like it anyway.
Thanks, Lawrence. I appreciate that.
I'll go and have a look, Darren. No, I don't see it. Got a post from 7 minutes ago, 16 hours ago, 2 hours ago.
I don't think it's even popped up in my subscriptions, actually. It hasn't.
Facebook doesn't always give me notifications.
Oh, yeah. No, it is in my YouTube subscription page, so
Yeah, who knows? Oh well. Also live on the Live AU page on Facebook too.
Justin said he got it from Sid's personal wall.
Yeah.
And also YouTube notification.
So I put the Facebook one out.
And I haven't got any email notification about it.
Yep.
which isn't unusual, I must admit.
Yeah. No, I've just put I've just shared my link onto your wall from my live, onto the international woodworking international page, Darren. So they should be able to watch it straight from the page, straight from your page. Do you see that, Robbo? If you go to the woodworking international wall.
Wait on.
I can't go back and look at it anymore. It's freaking my computer out.
Yeah. I'll have a look. Well, it's come up in the live page. And it's come up as Wood Turning International, yeah. Yeah, it's there now. Oh, that's what Sid's link. Hold on. And yeah, yours has come up as well, the one you just put up there.
Honestly, Darren, do you know what I'd like to do with that Live AU page? I'd like to try and get all the makers from Australia that want to do stuff and do it on that page. If they want to do it, they come and chat with me, and I'll give them admin rights, and then they get to do whatever they want on there. But I don't care. It doesn't have to be turning. It could be anything. Just whatever.
Let's see.
How you going, Adam?
So, Adam. He can't hear us. He's with the family sitting in the car while Wilbur sleeps. There's one there for you, Darren, from Adam. So, and Justin says fill it with M&Ms and use it as a monkey trap for kids.
Find the end of the tape game.
Sorry?
I said I'm playing Find the End of the Tape game.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'd have to have a look at it, Justin. The first thing I'd probably do is I think it comes on the factory legs, if I remember rightly, is put diagonal braces in there and see if that stiffens it up a little bit. But I very rarely buy lathes with legs, except all the old ones that I've got. But I always build them down onto a big steel frame and then fill it up with sand, as I said, or in one case, 2 cubic meters of concrete. Yeah. I'd put a diagonal brace in, even though it's got a shelf in it, and if you build a cabinet like I did, I find that's the best. But you got to use fairly heavy steel for like inch tubing or something like that to carry the cabinet, and then 3/4 inch ply if you're going to fill it with sand, and silicon round the inside so that it seals it right in. I actually find it a waste of time putting drawers and things underneath them. Because anything you put in them rattles, for starters, which drives me insane. Even though I can't hear much, I can still feel it a lot of the time. And they get full of sawdust anyway, the drawers underneath. Yeah, it's getting bigger. That's about right, Justin.
What's going on?
Just talking about ballasting lathes, that's all.
Oh, just get a cement truck to come to your house.
That's actually my biggest worry with Reg, the big Wadkin, that I can actually, it's not going to break the headstock on it, but it's so heavy and well built that I can put a piece of timber on it that I can speed it up so that actually a good piece of sound timber could easily disintegrate just through centrifugal force. But if you spin something fast enough, no matter how sound it is, you can soon tear it apart. Yep, that's it. Something's got to give. Unfortunately, a lot of people do bolt them down, but they don't set it up levels. Like if you have a look at when we're installing Reg, it's up on Facebook there somewhere. We made sure that the bed was level diagonally up and down everywhere, because even a lathe like that, if you get an uneven floor, you can actually twist the bed on it, which doesn't do anything any good either. Like you might only twist it a millimetre or two, but it throws the whole levels of everything out. You have to get in line for that one, Darren, unfortunately.
Is that first in, best dressed, or what?
The one with a crane and the biggest trailer probably get it first.
Yeah, we'll make sure I've got a trailer with a crane built on it. Like the ones they use to dump off the shipping containers.
No, we used a big straight edge, like a big long level that they use in the building trade. Checked it across, lengthwise, diagonally. No, the Watkin is an RU, Mike. One with a slide out bed that you crank out with a crank handle and everything. So you can spin 8 feet.
I reckon it's too thick of a mix.
Yeah. No, it's, who knows? Try it and see. Yeah, all 5.5 ton of it, Mike. Yeah, an ML8. I think it was an ML8 metal turning lathe, actually. That was a good little machine. It's funny, I was reading some old wood turning magazines the other day, and you'd probably know who I'm talking about, Mike. Reg Sherwin. He swore by the ML8, or the ML10 it might have been, wood turning lathes.
That's pretty thick.
I'll have to wait 35 years for that one, Darren. Yeah, makes you feel old, doesn't it, Mike? You're saying he's got one of Ashley Lyle's Red Shoe and Gouges, one of his favourites.
Why don't they make them anymore?
I don't think they do, actually, no. Red Sherwin was an English turner from about probably the 1970s, 1980s.
Yeah.
Very big in England. He wrote columns in magazines and things like that, did a lot of demonstrations and stuff.
Yep.
I'll be back in a second. I've got to go somewhere.
Yep. Well, you never know, might work alright. It's pretty thick, but might catch it. You never know, you like it. How many of you are sitting there? Oh, what did you put that on there for? 'Cause I don't care. It was either that or I put some hard wax oil on. Some made up here. Blow it. Bloody sticky tape. Lock it back when it's dry. Ah, he has the Coca-Cola. I found the trickiest thing with this, with putting that thick shellac on, was you've got to do it quickly, and try not to do layer over. Try not to go over it too much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just build it up in a lumpy mess.
Yeah. I've got this to knock it back a bit when it dries out, so get the fluffies off of it.
Yeah, that's the reason I got the bigger lathes at them. So they can turn bigger stuff. Made a rod for my own back to a large extent. Because I'm one of the few in Australia that can do it.
I ended up getting it the thinness that it is there goes down to about there.
Yeah.
Then it gets it got a little bit lumpy, so I ended up managed to clean that out and getting it straight, and must be taking it down to about there, maybe just at the bottom of this bit here.
Yeah. No, actually, Darren, I just use, I use over-the-counter tools.
From the one other than the ones that he makes.
I don't make many.
No?
No. No, I generally, if I can't buy them without handles on the bigger stuff, I put steel handles onto them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean now, Darren, yeah. Yeah, well, certain things you can't buy. Yeah, that's the right attitude, Adam. Get it while you can.
Turn it wet. Microwave the bowl.
No, you just got to let it sit down and dry by itself.
Well, don't be like that. That's no fun. Make a lampshade. Make a lampshade, you know. I seen a lampshade the other day. It just looked like someone made a funnel and then we'll turn it into a lampshade.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'm really keen on that.
Sorry?
I said I don't know if I'm really keen on that. It's a dark yellow, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, thanks, Darren. I just thought some of them were getting a little bit out of hand in that particular thread. Yeah, sort of. Justin asked, when it comes to spindle work, is there a golden ratio for width to length for table legs? Yes, sort of.
Does it
You get the
depend how
big-
tall you are?
Sorry.
Does it depend how tall you are?
Well, yes and no, but it's the way all the components go together that make them look good or bad. And I'm lucky. My brain just works it out automatically. I don't sit there and draw them out or anything. Oh, it's very hard if somebody brings in a 6-inch leg, for instance, and they want the same details on a 2-inch leg, because it just doesn't work. Or worse still, they bring in a 2-inch diameter leg and want you to put the same details as you put in a 5-inch leg. Oh no, not really, Justin. Justin said, for example, imagine a 2-inch thick leg would look too thin on a 2-foot tall table. No, it doesn't. You've only got to look at some of the side tables that were made, like hall tables and things like that. Some of them are only 1.5 inch legs that are 3 or 4 feet tall. And you have a look at some of the Queen Anne type hall tables and things where just above the club foot they come down to nearly 1 inch in diameter there. Yep, it is. Justin said, is it more about the lines and curves? Yes, it is. Yeah, it sounds about right, actually, Adam. About 10% of the weight of the lathe is a good ratio to work out. But again, it depends on how it's constructed. Like that's on a standard base. Now, if you put it on a heavy duty welded up steel stand, you can go up further than that. So and I must admit, like I've seen some Vic Marks do a bit bigger than that. And the manufacturers, of course, are trying to cover their rear end as well. Yeah, Darren, I think that was just a one-off with the coronets or the records or whatever it was with the welds. Um, G'day, Rex.
There you go. There's my spectacular finish. How you going, Rex? What's going on? Get you out of bed, did I? Get you in trouble with your wife again? Just a different time of the day. There you go. All done.
Yeah, it's come up pretty nice.
All right, get lost. Go home now.
Yes, Rex. Up until a little while ago, C-band wheels could never be cleaned. But there's a company in America that sells a cleaner for them now. I'm trying to think who it is. And they reckon they can clean them. So, but I doubt that they'd take out non-ferrous metals out of the wheel. So I still wouldn't be grinding aluminium or copper or anything on it, or brass on them. Woodturner's, he also sells all the C-band wheels and stuff as well.
Yeah, cheers. Didn't turn out too bad, I suppose. Loads of cracks. The crack, these splits just.
Yeah. It might look good once the splits sort of stabilise a bit. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheers, everyone.
All right. See you later, Mike.
All right. Cheers, coming in, Mark. Take it easy. Have a freight train.
No. I thought it was your stomach rumbling.
Oh, yeah, nearly, eh? There you go, another Chinaman's hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I reckon I might knock it on the head, I think.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
There you go, Rex. We've been going for an hour and a half. Give you something to watch if you don't have anything to watch.
All right.
All right.
See you
Bye
later.
now.
See you later, everybody. You all have a good day now.
Yeah.
or night.
Y'all come back now. You here?
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah, I'm sure you're talking to Robbo there, not me, because mine aren't
Yeah.
educational.
Thanks, Rex. I do try my best.
All right, I'm hanging up now.
All right. See ya.